What the hell? Oh, it's more Kombat. Ah, collector. Look, Shao Kahn. He's in the game. He sounds cool. Excuse. Okay. Mortal Kombat 11 is one of the most soulless fighting games I ever played in my goddamn life. Actually, my opinion is wrong, because apparently this got Fighting Game of the Year twice in a fucking row. This game has an awful story, repetitive gameplay, a gear system that takes hours upon hours for you to grind to obtain, in a fighting game, and bastardizations of many MK characters that makes me feel like they're not even in the game. It just makes me feel like they're alternate skins for a different character. But hey, that's what I hear a lot of people say online. Let me try it out for myself and see what it's like. Alright, let me just go into versus mode and let's try out the gameplay. Future me, just cutie music. Why are all the Revenants in one row and then it's just Kano? Why are all the guest characters in different corners? Are they playing fucking piggy in the middle? Why is Nightwolf in the same row as Shao Kahn? For some reason, Fusion's in a sandwich between Satrion and Rain. Scorpion and Sub-Zero on opposite sides. Yeah, cool, whatever, rivalry must happen. But then there's Noob, Saibot, and Jackie. Hell, if you even go further down the list, Kano and Jade, Robocop and fucking Shiva, and Rambo and Melina, they never met before! Why the fuck does Collector exist if he doesn't do dick all in the story? Speaking of which, all the newcomers barely do any in the story. The only one who has the most prominent role is Genos, and that's him being a fucking jobber of all jobbers. Fucking, he's such a jobber, he makes fucking Baraka blush. Why all the Revenants have the human personalities of the past, even though they're supposed to be corrupted?
Shao Kahn's out there plotting against you.
I expect no less from him.
We must be ready when the time comes.
Why don't they have different dialogue what they did in the last game? Why are some characters facing left one on the right and right one on the left? It just makes it seem very fucking weird and it's just confusing. Couldn't they just not like move the portrait? Or design them in a way where everyone's looking left and everyone's looking right? In the last game everyone was just looking forward, so that was A-okay. And people complained about where the fuck Jade was in the last game, so where the fuck's my boy Smoke? This game makes me want to commit harakiri before we fucking get to the gameplay, so let's get to that. Now, the way I described it at the beginning of the video is that the gameplay of MK11 is very bad. Now, I want to get this out of the way. Loads of people love this new combat system. I respect their opinions, but I personally don't think it suits Mortal Kombat. Like in MKX, a lot of the combos are a lot of fast, hard hitting, and they feel very satisfying to pull off. And now, yes, while you can do that in MK11, those are very hard to pull off, and plus, they're kinda simple. Just do a meter burn special halfway through a combo, and then hopefully you can land your fatal blow. Which fatal blows are just worse x-rays in every single way. It doesn't show what happens to you in the body. It's just, oh, cool combo with a comedic amount of blood popping out of each other's head, even though it shouldn't make sense knowing that a fucking swift kick to the jaw, you shouldn't be shooting a geyser of blood from your fucking cheek. And it's not even a thing you can earn anymore. You have to be close to death to get this ability, and it does half your health. So the game encourages you to get bad at the game just so you can get a move which can hopefully make a comeback for you. In other fighting games, at least fighting games with instant kills, you would have to earn that instant kill and there would be great failure if you missed that. But if you missed the move, you just have to wait a few seconds and it comes straight back. Like, what the fuck? But this doesn't do as bad as the fatalities in this game. Some of them are cool. Other ones gave people PTSD, and not just like people who like went through like near-death experiences and all that shit. No, the actual developers suffer PTSD because they had to suffer and look at images of what would happen to a person if they went through that. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, NetherRealm. Like, I get it, Mortal Kombat also glorifies itself on brutal fatalities, but these are just too much. And half of them don't even make fucking sense when all these are dead. Like, I get it for the guest characters because it's references, but it's just too much, and I don't think a lot of developers deserve this. Like, to me, it feels like fucking NetherRealm made every single worst decision while making this game. Like, Mick Gordon was originally supposed to compose the soundtrack of the game, but they turned him down. Why? Put fucking Killer Instinct and Doom in a blender, boom, you get Mortal Kombat, but they turned him down? And on the topic of the soundtrack, it's boring. Like, Mortal Kombat is one of the most iconic soundtracks of all of gaming, and it's just so boring. And it got to a point where I decided to mute the in-game soundtrack because, let's face it, I would rather listen to this than listen to generic background music number 72 to add into your blockbuster video game. Or Sony exclusive. It's rain. On the note of talking about bad things in this game, let's keep that train rolling and talk about the Crypt. The Crypt is interesting, to say the least. Yes, it's cool to see multiple Mortal Kombat locations and explore those locations in a 3D environment, but I feel like this is underutilized. They could have made a brand new conquest mode, or even like implement this into the story mode and you get to pick and choose what missions you want to play. Like, hell, imagine walking up to Scorpion and Sub-Zero and joining them on a mission, or training with Sonya Blade and a Johnny Cage. Hell, you could have brought back the faction war, and depending on which faction you picked, you could be in a different location, like in the Special Forces base or raiding Sky Temple for the Shaolin monks. But we're stuck with Shang Tsung's island, which is deserted, has no one in it. Hell, the few people we do see alive die like 20 seconds later. And what we have is just a lot of MK locations that we've seen 1,000 times by now. Like, NetherRealm, I get it, MK1 and 2 are great games, but you don't have to keep on recycling them over and over. Why can't we explore any other locations, like Deadly Alliance locations, or fucking Deception locations? Hell, why don't we go to the Tower of Armageddon? That would be sick, and a lot of MK fans would love that. But no, we're just stuck with MK1 and 2, and I'm just sick of seeing them over and over again. Getting sick. Kronika. What a fucking horrible character. A small portion of the MK fanbase like her, but why? What's so special about her? Yeah, she controls time. Fucking, there's like so much better time gods out there, and it doesn't even make sense why Kronika is considered the most powerful in the universe when the concept of time could only exist when the one being was destroyed, the one being that was taken out by all the elder gods, and she's considered the most powerful? What's so powerful about Titans? Actually, better question, why is there Titans in the MK universe in general? Like, I don't want to say this in case I got it wrong, but I think they're from Greek mythology or Norse mythology, I can't remember which one, but there's no need for them. Hell, the most powerful character in the universe is the one being, and that created all the realms. That includes time, space, fucking all that shit. So why is the most powerful character the Time Wizard, even though the one being is literally time? Is Kronika above the one being? I don't even think the writers know if she's above the one being, because half of them say they are, half of them said they aren't. And Kronika's plan has to be the most confusing, undetermined, whatever the fuck she wants to do plan I've ever heard in a video game. Like, she wants to reset the timeline because Raiden fucking decapitated Shinnok. Bitch, you can reset time, why not restore Shinnok the way she is? Oh yeah, she's not strong enough. Then why not go to a previous timeline, collect Shinnok out of that, and then bada bing bada boom, you have Shinnok back. You don't need to do all that revenge quest bullshit. You got Shinnok back. Oh wait, she's not run by vengeance, but Garrus said she is run by vengeance, and along with many other things, she's just so goddamn confusing. Like, in the fucking game, she says she wants everything 50-50. 50 good, 50 evil. Alright, I can get behind that. Why does she want 50-50? We'll never explain that. And along with many other things, why would she need Shinnok and Cetrion? There's Raiden, there's fucking Shao Kahn. Those are your perfect 50-50 right there. And what about the other realms where they're constantly at war? Are they not 50-50? Is there fucking genocide in the fucking Chaos realm? We don't know. Speaking of the realms, where are the other ones? The only 3 realms we see is Nether realm, Outworld, and Earth realm. And little bits of Edenia here and there. Edenia never gets separated, it's just stuck there. Why don't we ever get to hear about the Chaos realm and other realms and all the other realms? Why don't we get to hear all of them? Fucking, what happened to Havoc? Is he dead? Is he not? Shang Tsung says he's still alive, but he's not. Hell, even if he was still around, he would probably be butchered like they did to Jax and many other characters in this fucking game. When it's boiled down to constant political references from characters like Shao Kahn,
let us make Outworld great again.
Or even just complete mischaracterizations of many popular MK characters like Sindel.
You helped Shao Kahn kill Father?
And traded a weak husband for a strong one.
It's just, it makes me feel like all my time as a consumer, playing through the old games, getting to know these characters, was completely wasted because someone in NetherRealm thought it would be a good idea to mess with previous works just because they sat there and thought to themselves, we want to be different. Oh, and if you say, this is just an interpretation of these characters, no! Johnny Cage in the original timeline was just treated as a joke, but when MK9 came along and MKX, Johnny Cage was treated as more of an underdog. He would talk a lot of shit about his opponents and he would get himself killed. And his whole character arc in this trilogy so far was just him learning to be more of a better guy, a better person, a better father, and a better lover. That's an interpretation. What these characters are not interpretations, they're complete character assassinations. Like, what if they went back and turned Darth Vader, one of the most popular movie characters of all time, and turned him into a wisecracking joker like Duke Nukem? A lot of people will be pissed, but these are the same people who will keep on saying, oh, it's just an interpretation, it's just a writer's way of making the characters new. Well, if you want something new, you make a new character. They've been making new characters in this trilogy, but they dropped them after the next game. Because why? Because they couldn't get a good, stable character yet. Half of the combat kids were rather disliked or found boring. The one combat kid that everyone loved, Takeda, is not even in the fucking game, but they chose to bring back Jackie Briggs, objectively the worst one. And yet, characters in the story don't even get conclusions to their arcs. Fucking Sub-Zero doesn't get to finish off any of his rivals that he's been fighting for the past, almost decade now. After Johnny Cage has his chapter, he just disappears, doesn't even appear for the final battle, he's just gone. And Scorpion dies in one of the most anticlimactic ways I can possibly think of. Don't have him killed by Noob Saibot. Don't even have him killed by his past self. You just get the fucking overhyped dumb bug lady bitch to kill him, because that's appropriate writing, isn't it? But this is the final one. This is the final Mortal Kombat before they reboot it all over again. Why? Why don't they kill off all the characters they don't like? Why don't you bring back everyone like they did in Armageddon? They should have brought back everyone who isn't dead, who is dead, but bring them back as revenants. But no, they just wanted to be lazy about it and crunch the developers in very high hours just to release a product that most people, like myself, don't even fucking like. This gets a 3 out of 10. Yes, the spectacle is good, and I do appreciate what the animators had went through just to get this amazing gore on screen, but they shouldn't be put through this shit, and they shouldn't be disrespected and just tossed aside. The only way I can recommend this to another person is that if they never played an MK game before, or if they really want to play as Rambo, Joker, Spawn, Terminator, or Robocop. Because unlike most of the MK cast, they actually like the third party characters. I'm not even gonna hope that the next game is gonna be good. I'm just gonna sit there and wait and see what people say. And if not, well, there's always the old games I can go back to.
Let the new era begin.
Fatality. Scorpion wins.
Hey guys, it's Infinite Genos here, and I just want to add this M bit to clear up some miscommunications I feel like I added into this video. I don't want to remake the whole video because I've been spending like an entire month making this video, and I just want to say a few things before I wrap up this video. First of all, I do agree on all the points I made in this video. I think the way I came across it may come off as a bit fanboyish and a bit mean-spirited and kind of like attacking the people who like it. But just to let this be known, if you love this game, I am in no position to tell you that this game is horrible or this game is the worst Mortal Kombat ever made. I personally think it is, but if you guys think otherwise, or hell, maybe you think the games I added, like Guilty Gear, which was the game I used as a comparison, I forgot to add that into that bit there, along with previous Mortal Kombat games like Mortal Kombat X or worse, that's entirely your opinion, and I feel like not a lot of people can really express their opinions when it comes to the Mortal Kombat fanbase. And if you're new to the channel, I hope you consider subscribing or at least sharing this video around, and maybe even like following my Instagram. I do have a Twitter, but I barely use that, so if you guys want future updates on any videos that you guys may be interested in, or hell, you can probably even message me directly and ask me what videos do you guys want, because I'm very interested in hearing ideas for videos, because I have like a Fortnite Chapter 3 video in mind, along with a Red Dead Redemption 2, and maybe some even older games, like PlayStation 2 games, because I actually got a collection right there. And I want to do like a retrospective on the Arkham games because I really enjoyed them, along with multiple other DC games. Oh, maybe do one in Injustice, who knows. Also, shoutouts to my mate Kada and Taylor for playing MK11 with me when they came over a couple of weeks ago. Most of the footage I gathered was just playing with them, and we had such a fun time, and I'd like to thank them for that. Also, if you guys want to see a video like this, but obviously shorter, I made a Miles Morales video about a month back, and honestly I was really proud of that video, but it didn't really get a lot of views, so if this video does well, please go check those out if you're interested. Also, all the songs I've played in this video are also in the description below, along with in its own separate playlist, just because I don't own any of these songs, and give full credit to these artists. They're really good at music, especially Little V, because I can't use the actual Mortal Kombat 11 theme for the end bit, so I couldn't use that. So he was kind of a lifesaver there. So thanks, man. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching this video, and I hope to see you all in the next video, rather be in Fortnite or Red Dead or whatever I choose to do. So see you later, and have a lovely evening. Also, probably if I upload this late, Merry Christmas. It actually was supposed to release in October, but I ended up getting sidetracked with like other stuff. So yeah, goodbye, and thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you later.